pull into the lane. We are now approaching 696 freeway. It's about 6 p.m. Pandemic. Otherwise it'd be shit crazy right now, literally. It's a beautiful day. It's like 68 degrees right now in Michigan. We are leaving Royal, Michigan. We're going to be going to Farmington. So what I'm going to do, I usually try to stay around 60. I'm a very defensive driver. I don't want cars next to me. You need to figure out when you're driving. That is really important. That's like number one. And especially if you're driving on the freeway, you need to feel confident. These people bouncing back and forth that you're going to see, because people do it all the time, it's terrifying. So I usually like to pick an area where I have it out. Right now I don't really consider it out, the shoulder, just because there's glass, mattresses, signs, you name it, ever just drive into it. See right there, tires, debris. Okay, so we're cruising around. We just approached 70 miles per hour. It's very important to pay attention continuously of who's in front of you, who's next to you, who's behind you. So I'm going to pull to the left, look to my left, look to my right, check my mirror. Like one more time, because there's always some jackass that pulls in front of you. And then I'm going to turn to the right. See how gently I did that? It's like if somebody was in the car, they wouldn't even know if their eyes were closed that we change lanes. That's the best way to do it. Sorry, I have hair in my face. I mean, unless you're passing someone, then it's okay. I mean, I'm not saying don't ever have cars next to you, but I'm saying it's an opportunity. Look at every move when you're driving as an opportunity and how it's going to help you and benefit you, and to make sure it's not going to hurt other drivers or take away their benefit. I don't own this road, you don't own this road, we all pay for it through our taxes. So that's really important to remember. Semi trucks are a whole different story. I got to give them a lot of room. They have blind spots everywhere. I assume that a truck does not see me. Little black car blends in everywhere. The number of times I've been almost killed in this situation is too many. I know, like 3 or 4 days after I got this guy right here, that's what I'm talking about. He is endangering everybody's life. Left tire. He's endangering everybody's life right now. The funny thing is, you put two people on the road going the same destination. One person's doing 75, 80, buzzing through the traffic like a insane, crazy person. Then you have someone like me doing the speed limit ish, going a little bit over, a little bit under. My dad always said go like 5 miles over. Right now we're sticking to about 68, 69. It's a 70 mile per hour speed limit and 69 here. We're going to clear it. We're going to go by and not drive next to it. Never drive next to a truck if you don't have to. He will not see you. There's no entitlement when you're driving. Meaning, okay, let's say I all of a sudden want to do something, you know? I just all of a sudden want to... You have to wait until you blend in. Like, you have to do the zipper. This car comes around, the zippering in, checking, and is annihilated, and has no way to control their functions. That way means I'm 100% in control of myself and what me and my car are doing. My car is an extension of my hand, so whatever I want it to do, it will do. That it's able to do. So we're coming to what they call a mixing bowl. It's Telegraph and 696. If this was normal traffic right now on a normal Friday, non-pandemic, this would be a shit ton of people, and it would just be nightmares, especially with construction going on. That's our Michigan sign, is construction. It's orange and black. I know we're not the only place. So this is not, man, this is a breeze. I know my daughters had to come over at 6. I was like, oh my god, who are you hiding? Because normally this is a nightmare traffic. So I guess that's a benefit of the pandemic. We are now in Southfield, Michigan. 75. Going a little bit too fast. We need to slow down. It's just smart to follow the laws. I mean, honestly, unless you want to throw money at the state and have your car insurance go up. You need to do the speed limit and follow all signs and laws of your state. It doesn't matter what you want to do. I've driven so many people that, like, just for they hit somebody, like they just didn't care, or they wanted to get over, like, look at all the dents. Okay, here's you go. Look at all the dents on the cars as you drive by, and then figure out you don't want that car next to you. That car's clearly been bumped out. You see the ripples in the paint. That's how you can tell how much someone actually cares their car and how they drive. If someone's car is completely dented, they don't really give a shit if they hit you. You know, that's a really big deal. That's really important. A lot of factors. Okay, so we're getting in our area, which is a little bit busier. Honestly, my favorite lane ever, it's a 4-lane road, is the 3rd lane. To me, that is like the best one to get out. You can jump in the fast lane really quick, get around somebody. See what I mean? This guy here is all kind of, just how far back he's sitting, he's all like weaving all over the place. That's why I don't want anybody next to me. It just terrifies me. I want someone to hit me. There's so many people on the road texting, talking on their phone, sleeping, drugged out, drunk, 4 or 5 different things. It's just ridiculous. And I'm inside my own car. Nobody else is going to ride in my car, so I'm not wearing a mask inside my car. There's no reason. I do have one. I have many of them. But there is no reason for me to wear a mask inside my car. If I was driving Lyft and had passengers, I would have to wear protection. I would wear the face mask, eye mask. I would wear the whole Minions outfit. And I'm trying to figure out how I can get back to work. God, I miss it. I love my job. I literally love my job. I haven't worked in almost 6 months. In a couple days it'll be 6 months. But technically it's been over 8 months because I had my surgery on January 23rd. I was off for 6 weeks, worked for 10 days, and then shut down. So that's my history and my story. Sorry, my car is loud. That is one thing. I had a new Conclave 2017 mint, brand new, 3 miles when I bought it. That car had this extra insulation. It was so quiet. I could talk with my indoor voice and people in the back row could hear me, which is crazy. But now I have to use my outdoor voice because this car is so freaking loud. Alright, so we are approaching our exit. My bad. Orchard, we have cars around us. Okay, look at this guy coming up with it. No bumper. He doesn't care about his car. He doesn't care about your car. He doesn't care about your health either. Pick a temperature that you're comfortable with. Don't be messing with any knobs or anything when you're somebody if you're not paying attention or if you're drunk. If you're drunk, just order a Lyft, order an Uber, call a taxi, call a friend, take a nap. Just don't drive drunk, please, I beg you. That's why I've been doing my job for 5 years. Do you like the unicorns? Unicorn, come on, and my stars. Okay, so we're getting ready to take a large exit. Normally this is backed up for like a half mile, but again, because of the pandemic, we are in pandemic traffic, which is not bad. I think it will back up a little bit. I always get over at least a mile before my exit, especially this one. Time and distance goes by really quick when you're in a car and you're doing 60-70 miles per hour. It's not about, oh, I gotta get to 70. It's about whatever speed limit you feel comfortable with on the freeway, between like 45 and 75. Actually, it should be about 55. The slower you go, you need, if you're under 60, you need to get in the slow lane. Here's the sense of entitlement I was talking about earlier. Let's say someone's parked in the fast lane, like the guy right here. Do you see that blue car right there? They now feel a sense of entitlement that everybody should just get out of their way because they're in the fast lane. Here's the thing, everybody does not subscribe to your theory. It's not not enforced, it's just a passing lane. A lot of people just use it and sit in it and just bully people out of the way. And honestly, you shouldn't be driving if that's your intent. You're just going to sit there and bully people. I've had a huge Dodge truck, like, and I wasn't even in the fast lane. I'm usually in like the third lane or this lane. So if somebody wants to get around you, just let them get around. Even tap your hazards really quick. That'll show them that you have a problem and they'll go around you. Don't drive with your hazards on unless you're having car problems and you're going to get it fixed or drop it to the other park somewhere. You can't just leave your hazards on. That's disruptive. You can't have your interior light on either. That's disruptive. Okay, so the two far right lanes are going to the right. This truck is lost. See, this is why, good Lord, I don't like to be in that lane. I was trying to right lane for exit with two lanes. There's a car parked on the side. We're going to assume that somebody's walking around, so we're going to give them extra room. In Michigan, you have to give one lane over. We can't because there's only one lane. So you just need to move over. So we're on the exit. This is going pretty smooth. This whole journey can be really cumbersome. It bottlenecks pretty bad. To the left here, I'm going to Novi. If you're coming from south, yes. Okay, that's not even backed out. I can't believe it. Normally, on Friday, this is backed up for 3 miles, clogged up the whole thing. So, I guess it has to do with it's probably a lot to do with the schools. So we're going to pick the middle lane. There's 3 lanes. I choose the middle lane. It's the safest choice. That gives us 2 outs. We have plenty of room in front of us, plenty of room behind. Bicycles, bears, flowers, a memory of someone they'd lost in the area that the person passed away. So we're approaching. We're now off of the freeway. This might be considered a highway. You got to be careful for deer all year round. I actually have deer whistles on my car. I should check and see if they're still there. Deer are alive 365 days a year, 24/7, 365. Never think that it's not deer season. In November, it's a busier deer season. You know, the hunting and all that. But deer are here all year round in this area, especially, okay, when there's trees. In a wooded area, you're going to find deer. If a deer approached me right now, I would hang on and I would hit it. I'm not swerving out of the way because if I swerve out of the way, the odds are I'm going to start spinning and I could die. I have my seatbelt on, it's on properly, I'm holding my steering wheel hard, tight, like normal, two-handed, under and over. But it's important to make sure that you don't flip your car, you don't spin your car, you don't... Kind of too close for my comfort. At least one car lane away. Don't be this close. I hate the person I am right now. This is annoying to me. So pay attention to everybody around you. Find out which one is zippy. That's got his here, zip there, zip there, zip everywhere. You know, that's important. Don't forget your hand sanitizer. Keep your hands clean. You have to make the right decision every time. You can't rewind it and fix it. Every decision you make while driving, you have to own it 100%. You can't blame anybody. I yawned. I was tired. I was eating a French fry. You can't nod off while you're driving. I mean, you can't. If you're tired, pull off the road and go to sleep. Park your car, order a Lyft or an Uber. Sleep where you're at. I know some of it really matter. I know someone that's killed like 5 or 6 cars in like the last 3 years. It's just ridiculous. And then I drove a girl earlier this year. She's telling me about her boyfriend, how he had gotten in 3 car accidents in a year. And then she's like, oh, but yeah, he just gets another car from the insurance company. And I thought to myself, people just don't understand. You know, it's not that kind of a situation. It's not like buying a movie ticket, you lost it and you get another one. Your insurance goes up, everything goes up. It affects your credit score. Figure that one out. The Universal Credit Act. We're perfectly, okay, what you want to do, which I should have said beginning, you want to be at the very middle of the lane. You want to be equal distance on both sides. I love this bridge right here. It's brand new. They just built it in Commerce Township. It connects a 7-mile path on both sides. Okay, we're coming to a roundabout. I'm picking, again, the middle lane. You know, that's what I told you earlier. This is not that bad. So this is the rule of thumb with a roundabout. Do not impede the flow of traffic. So if a car is going, that car keeps moving. I do not pull out until I have a clear zone, and I'm not gonna make a car brake or hit me. Do you see how smooth this is? I'm not supposed to make someone slam on their brakes to enter the roundabout. Okay, now we're in the far right lane of the roundabout, which is where I want to be. It's not that bad. You never impede the flow of traffic in a roundabout, period. You should never have to slam on your brakes when somebody enters in a roundabout. Make sure it's clear, see how nobody's coming. This is just a baby roundabout. There's a really big one down the road. That's interesting. I miss driving, it's my job. And then they're going to open nursing homes in a couple days, and today we had 1,400 new cases of coronavirus. And they're all of a sudden opening everything. It's going to be like 3,000 a day in like a week. I'm trying to bawl my eyes out. Oh shit, I have to do my